Welcome to How to Calicaudo. Today we are doing the Calicaudo Fresh Face and the basic Calicaudo service, just so you can get a better understanding of what it means to Calicaudo. And we have Ashley here with us this evening. And yeah, so let's get started. Now, this that I'm about to apply to her face is the Calicaudo. It's just in a separate container because later on I'll be using this on her hair. And so yeah, if you're using your own and you have your own jar, you can definitely just start on your face first. That way it sits on your face a little longer and while you apply it to your hair. So this is for our do-it-yourself customers as well. Alright, so you want to take a little bit and you want to start at the bottom underneath your chin line. And you want to just do light strokes going up. So good. And so it's going to provide you with a light exfoliation, nothing too rough on your skin. And you just want to cover your T-zone, your nose, over your lip, and all of those areas. And we'll do the other side. So it's an even application. And while you're applying it, just do small circular motions so that you can go ahead and activate the exfoliation. I like to do it right before I hop in the shower just to, freshen things up a bit. Every couple of days. Every day for some people. It really just depends on you and your skin needs. Alright, and we're going to keep rolling, and I'm going to go ahead and move forward and apply it to Ashley's hair. Now, when you come get the Calicaudo service, you get what's called a oil head massage. It's basically an essential oil that I'll rub in the middle of my fingers and I'm going to massage it into your scalp. Because this is for the do-it-yourself, we are not going to cover the oil head massage because that is reserved for the service only. We're going to go ahead and proceed. Ashley actually has already had her oil head massage, haven't you, Ashley?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you say that was one of your favorite parts of the service?
One of it. You mean the facial or the oil head?
The head massage.
The head massage. I think you applying the Calicaudo to my head is gonna be my favorite part.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Everybody has a different favorite part. So what I'm doing is I just created a natural line in the middle of Ashley's head. I just split it with my hands and I applied the Calicaudo directly down the center of her head. Now I'm going to start working it into 4 parts. 4-part sections because you want to make sure that you're getting the maximum coverage. And I also want to show you how your hair should look in terms of how much product you apply so that you're getting the most out of your product. So then I just went across horizontally and I made another natural line. This part of the process is just rather relaxing, I guess. We want to just make sure we get those main 4 sections. I have those natural 4 sections that I use the Calicaudo to make. Only because we don't want to create any permanent parts depending upon how you want to wear your hair, how you style your hair. If you like to wear wet, curly, and wild, then you definitely don't want to put any definite parts in your hair prior to styling. So as you can see, we applied this to Ashley's dry scalp. The Calicaudo is a 7-in-1 process. So this will be the only product that we use on Ashley this evening. And you really want to make sure that you pay close attention to your edges and just kind of slick them down like you would if you were using like an edge control or something like that, so that you're training your hair to go in the motion that you want it to go in. Then you just go in between your 4-part sections and apply a little Calicaudo to the scalp. Can you lean for me? Like so. You really want to focus on the scalp, and then you're going to pull the product with your hands to the tips of the hair, like so. And then you want to go through and coat the edges with probably about a dime-sized scoop. And you want to just work it in there really, really good. And then you tie it off, and you proceed to the next section. Now, I like to do front to back because the front of our hair usually has a little bit more damage than the back of our hair, just because, you know, we're pulling it all the time. It's constantly being straightened, you know. But, you know, there is no preferential treatment in terms of how you want to lay it. Again, mainly just concentrating on the scalp. And massaging those edges, and then a little dab for the tips of her hair, because with the Calicaudo, a little really does go a long way. Now, Ashley also recently just had a Calicaudo, so the more you use it and the more frequent you use it, again, the less product you'll need. Unless, you know, in between, you know, you used other products, or perhaps, you know, you rocked a different style, you got braids, you got a sew-in, then of course, you know, kind of want to shellac it on there real thick. But for normal weekly to bi-weekly use, that's not really necessary. So the reason why I wanted to create this video about the application process, because the application process is essential to a successful Calicaudo. You definitely want to thoroughly cover your hair, especially because you're doing it while it's dry. And, you know, don't obsess over getting each strand, because remember, when you rinse, it's going to rinse from your scalp, and it will cover those areas that you might not have necessarily touched directly. Alright, and we are down to our last section. And so we're on about 8 minutes. This is not a long process at all. And for the benefits that you're getting while you're doing this process, you know, it's worth the time. I mean, I understand you can wash your hair in the shower in less amount of time, but, you know, just spending this extra time with your hair, and also the oils from your fingers in your hair, are essential to the Calicaudo process. Alright, so now that I've thoroughly covered all 4 sections, I'm going to let them out. I'm going to massage my fingers through Ashley's head. And this is really important because this is stimulating your scalp, which stimulates hair growth, and it just feels really, really good. So you just want to take the tips of your fingers and move in circular motions. Focus on the nape, which is the back of your hair right here. You want to make sure that you get this area because this area collects a lot of sweat, and it also receives a lot of tension when we wear our ponytails and things of that nature. So you definitely want to get that area real good. And just smooth it in. As you can see, Ashley's hair does not look like there's a lot of product in it, although there is. That's mainly because her hair is absorbing what it wants from the Calicaudo. And what will remain is what her hair needs, and what her hair doesn't need and it doesn't want will be rinsed off. So again, really want to focus on your areas that draw a lot of sweat. And the areas that we put the most tension on. You really want to show those areas some love. Now, of course, I know you don't have time to do this every day. That's why it's recommended really once a month is fine. But I have people who come bi-weekly. I have people who do it weekly. So it's really just up to you. Once every couple of months when you're transitioning from one hairstyle to the next is also fine. Or if you just want a little assistance if you're planning on making a big change, such as going blonde or something like that. Ashley and I are going to go rinse this out. This is very important. As soon as you apply the Calicaudo, you want to rinse your hair out immediately because there is a such thing as over conditioning, and you can't have too much of a good thing. So lukewarm water, massage rinse just in those circular motions that I was talking about before, and make sure you rinse it until the water runs clear and you don't feel any residue on your hair. We'll be right back. Alright, so we just washed Ashley out, and she's going to tell you how she feels about her hair and her face right now.
Well, my hair is soft. It's not real tangled like how normally it would be, especially since I'm natural, so that's a plus. My skin is really smooth. Feels really clean. I didn't expect all of that for it to be a 2-in-1 like that, but yeah, I like that.
Thank you. Alright, so at this point, you can go ahead and style your hair as usual. You can do a wash and go if you want. You can put it into a twist style. You can do whatever you want from here. We thank you for tuning in, and thank you so much for inquiring about Calicaudo. Have a great day. Follow us.